So a lot of people warned me that I probably shouldn't make this video. A lot of people are like, oh wow, you're gonna get a lot of hate, a lot of backlash, but I'm definitely not a person that runs away from a challenge or controversy. I only run from clowns and like stores that have signs that say BOGO on it when I'm shopping with my wife. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those guys that just, oh well, I shouldn't do that because some people may disagree with me. If you have an opinion, always voice it. Like seriously, there are going to be some harsh opinions, truths, realities in this video. If you're not into that kind of thing, go finger paint. Like seriously, I need to talk about a few things. I feel like it's a big hot topic in the community right now, and I think there are some true things that men need to say. And just to sum it up, we're jealous. I mean, like, seriously, but to be honest, there's not a straight dude in the world that is complaining about boobs right now. Trust me, by all means, we're not saying we don't like those things. No, that's not it. What we're saying is we're jealous of the fact that you guys have such a natural ease and advantage that it bothers us. So, let me just put it straight out there. If I was a girl, would I show cleavage while streaming and YouTube and everything like that? Yes. There are certain lines that I wouldn't cross, but the fact that people do cross it, girls do cross it, I get it. But truth of the matter is it's not what people consider proper for ladies to do. Like, if my grandmother was to see what these girls are doing, my grandmother would walk in, she would legit be like, she's doing that for attention. She's doing that, that's disgusting, I can't believe that, she's a slut. That's what my grandmother would say. And I'm pretty sure that's what most grandmothers would say, but again, raised in a different time. Nowadays, yoga pants are basically just making the mind think, oh wow, what's underneath? Nowadays, it's all, you know, quite open and sexual. I mean, that's just how things have changed. But you could also understand why women think that way. The biggest problem is generally the women, what women think about this. Because most dudes may complain about it, but when the guys complain about girl gamers that use their tits as an advantage or something like that, that's not they're complaining about the boobs. That's no straight guy ever does that. They're upset because that's such an easy advantage. They feel like they put in more effort and they try and they work their asses off while somebody can just do this. Point of the matter is, everybody does something to try to further themselves in this. You got to look at it as a business and stop looking at it like it's, you know, like your grandma. You need to stop doing that. I mean, but there is something there. There is a little bit of, I guess, disrespect there or something like that. And I would know that because if I was watching a girl gamer that had her tits out and my wife walked in, I'd instantly start panicking like I was watching porn and she caught me. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, what would you do? Because it is stepping on that line of, would I want my kids watching that? No. But personally, I understand why they're doing it from a business standpoint. You understand that YouTube and Twitch is a business. It's not so much as a hobby as you think. Women are doing this to make money. People have been doing this to make money. Now, the draw to this is, you know, like, why do kids and teenagers even watch this? They can just go to, like, Pornhub and jerk off their little dicks, you know? Why do they do this? And I think it's the appeal of being able to actually interact. They could donate $3 and the girl's gonna be like, oh, thank you, DJ Horstick. Oh my god, I love you so much. Mwah. And then they're gonna take that back, they're gonna put it on a 10-hour loop and fap off while crying. They're just gonna be so happy. And that's what's gonna happen. It's the interaction. That's the difference between porn stars. You watch porn, you jerk off. You watch girl streamers because these guys want to watch them and interact and feel closer and feel a connection with something they actually want to fuck. That's also advice I've given to my close friends that are girl gamers and girl streamers, because in my mind, I mean, you show the tits, people are going to click on it because, hey, who doesn't like tits? But then what keeps them coming back, in my opinion, is the interaction, is the community, is the people. But the thing is the community is so much easier to build because of this distraction, because of this, you know, pull-in, that all these people come there for the tits and they stay for the community or the personality, and then eventually there's such a massive following built up. People are just going to hang out there because that's where everybody's hanging out. People are upset because it's such an easy way for people to do it, and people can really, guys can grind and work out, and most of us have the concern because guys don't have that natural advantage. Girls, every girl has tits. And to me, it's kind of like those guys that have godly, epic storyteller voices. You know what I mean? They have a natural advantage to them. But you're not going to tell them to stop speaking like Liam Neeson, are you? You're not going to tell Total Biscuit to stop talking and all these other guys to stop talking, now are you? You're like, go, come on, man, hide your voice, use a voice changer. I don't want to hear you. You're cheating. It's like, yeah, and of course, that's far more rare than having boobs, you know what I mean? But at the same point, if you have an advantage, use it in business. You're not going to just hold back because it's morally wrong or people are going to be upset. So my only concern with girls that show cleavage in gaming, and it usually is a strategy, even for the ones that play the victim, are those girls that have their tits out all the time, and then when guys come in and say, oh man, I bet you titty fuck the shit out of my dick right now. And then they're like, oh my god, he's a pervert, ban him. Like, if you dress like it, that's the kind of comments you're going to be. If you act like an asshole, you don't expect people to be kind back to you, right? So if you're showing off your breasts, you're going to get perverted comments, you're going to get harassed, you're going to get treated like a slut, because in their mind, that's what you look like. That's what you're dressing like. That's the image that you are relaying to the viewer. So, yeah, you may make a lot of money. It may get you a whole lot of attention. You may become famous. But you're going to have to take the flack that comes with it. So if girls are going to do it, fine. It's the girls that do it and then get mad at the perverted comments and stuff like that and want to be treated like every other girl that cover the puppies up. That's how I feel about that, to be honest. So, I mean, it's the ones that play victim after doing that, and they're using that to their advantage. You can't have one and not the other, so that's just how it is. Now, what really sucks are the girls that, you know, are just gamers. I don't call them girl gamers. I call them gamers. And that's the kind of community that I want to see. That's the community I want my kids to grow up in 10, 15 years from now. I want girl gamers to be extinct. I want it to just be gamers that are girls and boys. So you don't see, you know, Caucasian gamers, black gamers, you know, that's not something you see, right? We're just gamers. That eventually needs to be a reality. The thing of the matter is mostly, and I believe this, mostly women are the ones that are holding back this development. You see these all-girl clans and stuff. That is a backward step. We want equality. We don't want to be treated like that. It's rude. It's not nice. So we're gonna block ourselves off from the rest of the world. You fucking North Korea? What is this? Like, who does that? So, like, steps need to be made, and I get the argument that, you know, showing tits is against what women should be doing because it hurts the image of other people and other girl gamers that are trying to make it legit without having to show skin to get famous or popular. And I get their complaints, but truth of the matter is you get those comments whether or not you're showing tits or not. You just get them a whole lot more if you are showing tits. And the thing is, it's just because people on the internet are going to be natural trolls. No matter creating all-girl clans is going to save you from assholes, it's not going to happen. There's no cure for that. It's not going to stop people from doing it. There could be a black guy in the stream, and, you know, he's a black streamer, and the first thing somebody's going to come in there, if they want to piss you off, they're easily going to come in there and go, like, look at this nigger streaming. That's just exactly what's going to happen. People come into my stream, and when they want to harass me, like, whoa, look at this guy's fucking hairline. Looks like Peyton Manning had sex with LeBron James and you popped out. You know, they make fun of me, or I'm fat or something. They will attack the first thing they see. And because you're a female, they're going to attack you no matter what. You can't always place the blame on the girls that do that stuff. Now, the girls that do that stuff and they go overboard, the things that I said earlier, the things that I think that are overboard in my opinion, but I understand them from a business standpoint, are the girls that sell, like, half-naked pictures of themselves. I've seen girls that do this, and this is like the craziest thing ever. These are your fans that support you, and you're selling fat material to them. Like, legit signed pictures of you half-naked. That is heavily exploiting what you have, in my honest opinion. That is above and beyond. I think it's trashy, personally. But again, like I said, there's really not much difference from a still photo and live interaction showing them off and bouncing around with them. But there is a difference between, you know, entertaining somebody live and selling half pornographic material. And that stuff kind of goes crazy to me. That's kind of like, okay, that's maybe a little step beyond what you should probably do. Create a yoga channel, show off the tight tush, whatever you want to do. That's fine by me. Believe it, people will watch it because they're interested in it. But it's things like that. And there was one time in particular, I clicked on a streamer one time. She was the top viewed, and I wanted to know why. So I was checking it out, and in the bottom, in the description, she literally had a contest for going on a date with her. Like, there was like I think there was like 5 people left, and these were people that you had to win a date with her. You had to be like a donator or a subscriber or something. And then she was doing like interviews and shit like this for the potential winner, and then it would be voted on or something like that. And she'd pick the top 5, then the top 3, and then the final winner would actually get the opportunity to go out on a date with her. What the fuck was that? You legit just had a vagina auction. Like, that is the addict's court, damn near prostitution. It's just, there was a bidding war for it. So I'm kind of like, I was a little upset about that. It's girls that do that really hurt the image of women total. Not just girl gamers, but just women, period. And I think some of that's funny. So at the end of the day, you got to understand that when girls do this, this is a business exploit. This is something they do. It's no different than guys that use different tactics or clickbait videos. Oh my god, brand new Battlefield gun. And all it really is things they would like to see brought back in Battlefield or something. You guys know what I'm talking about, clickbait. Either way, it's a manipulation. It is something to lure somebody in. So whether or not it's a picture of a girl that always puts her tits in her, you know, images for her YouTube thumbnails or anything like that, or titles her video, Would I Fuck a Goat? Q&A, number 32, something like that. It's all about getting people to your video to make money. So at the end of the day, it's always going to come down to what you want to be known for. If you want to be known for that girl that has big, nice, juicy tits, put them out there. Make all the money you want. Understand there's going to be backlash for it. People aren't going to respect you. Now, if you want to be the female that people respect and can go to and like, oh, wow, she's a really badass gamer, or, oh, wow, she's really funny, then do it that way. But hell, that's what I have to say on the topic. If they want to do it, let them do it. I mean, it's going to work. It's going to be successful. They're going to make a lot of money, and they're going to get famous while doing it. Other girls are going to get upset and be like, well, I had to earn it. I mean, that was your choice, though. That was your choice. You didn't want to show skin. You knew something was successful and you chose to not do it. That is your choice. It's like if I'd ever jump on a business opportunity, I can't blame anyone but myself. Now, you could say it's morally wrong, but it's not against the rules. And it doesn't hurt other people. You know what I mean? I really don't think it's as condemning or bad to women as people say it is. I mean, if that's the case, tell men to stop jerking their dicks off the porn or stop looking at girls in yoga pants or anything like that. I mean, they're part of the problem. The women dress like this for attention, and guys give them attention. It's a transaction. So at the end of the day, people can get upset about it, but it's truly usually jealousy from the men, and from the women, they want to act like they're superior, and they want to act like they have to earn stuff, and it's an uphill battle when you had an advantage all along and you chose not to use it. So you can either choose that one, or you could try to go with a better image and be more respectable and stuff like that, or more ladylike, or whatever it is you want to do. But don't get mad at the women that do it different than you do. That's just how I feel. That is how I feel. That's how it works. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Yeah, I know, right? It sucks. All these girl gamers showing their tits out there making their own money now. They don't need me anymore. I gotta make my own fucking sandwiches.